Hello everyone, and welcome to Friday. I don't know if I'm in frame or not. It's probably safer if I do this. I'm tall. I just got back from physical therapy, and I wanted to record the stuff so I don't forget the stuff. Because sometimes the exercises are sent to the app, and that's great, and other times they're not, so I need to remember them. This is my first time being back to physical therapy in 3 weeks. I took a 3-week break because things had been going well, to be perfectly honest. And there was a lot of stuff going on with the holidays, so it was hard to get in. So I got in today, and there's really just a few little things that I'm making a note of. You're not going to the bed, it's okay. I need to put this away so he doesn't freak out. So first thing is this. And I've seen this before. Like I've seen people do this exercise where like you're on your side and you're on your arm and then you just lift. You're trying to stretch out your hip. And we did these there. You'll hold it for like 5 seconds. And it's interesting because you'll do it for a little bit and then, at least in my case, like it shifted from the hip to the knee. He's like, as soon as it shifts to the knee, he's like, stop. I said, okay. So get up, stretch, and then after a few, and you start feeling the pressure in your knee, then you're done. Other things I did. I don't have a weight here. I do. They're in the other room. But one of the simple things was holding a weight and like very, very slowly moving your arm out and then back in. And I started with my right arm, and I did that for a little bit until it took a while, but eventually, my arm kind of gave out. And then I switched arms, and I had it up here, and I got like this far, and I was like, oh, there's pain. So I was experiencing pain in my shoulder. So we ditched the weight, which allowed me to at least go over here. But yeah, there's something fun going on here. So, cool, love that. I also did some exercises. I've had a few downward facing exercises that I've been asked to do. They're really hard to illustrate, but when you're laying face down, there's a few different things you can do with your shoulders, and I'll try it. I'm very big. Oh God. So when you're laying face down, you can pull your shoulders up like this, right? And I've been doing that. There's some other ones where you can do this or this. And today, the one that I did was I had my palms up, and I would bring them up, and then I would try to bring them down very slowly. That's kind of a recurring theme I've found in physical therapy, is that there's a lot of do this thing and then very slowly let it go, and it's difficult. It's much more difficult to do that because you have to have control of things, and it's kind of a bigger strain, which is good. Anyway, so I did it palms up, right, and then slowly let them back down. I did that. And then I did it the opposite way with palms down. And holy crap, that's much harder. Bringing them up and then slowly letting them down. It's extremely hard. And I was telling him, how difficult it was. And he said, it's usually difficult for everyone. And he said, the reason is it's using some of the muscles in your back that you just never use. You just don't use them, so they're extremely weak. It's you don't have a lot of reason to reach behind you for things or whatever. He's that's why it's so difficult for folks. So I was neat. The other thing that I did is they have the machines there and stuff that have the pulleys or whatever, but you can emulate it at home. There is let me see if I can do this. He gave me one of these, so I'm going to tie a a knot in one end of this, and then show you what I learned. So it would be easier if I had something to hold on to, but I'm just going to assume that I don't need that. I'll put this around one leg and then stand on the other one to create the tension. And I'm just bringing this back up. It'd probably be better if I had shoes on, but as I bring this up, I can feel that pulling in the back of my thigh. And the interesting thing was, I think I started with this leg. When I started with this leg, it was fine. I was like, yeah, okay, I'm doing it, or whatever. I'm feeling that. And it's a really good way to work out that muscle. When I switched to this leg, there was like a very specific point on the back of my thigh where it's like, oh, that hurts. Oh, not hurt, right? Hurt is different. It was just, I was aware of its existence. There was like a muscle in there somewhere that just has not been utilized. And it was very specific. Like I could feel the very specific muscle and I was like, oh. So, yeah, that's something else to work on. Oh, I can see where oh yeah, you can see me. Good. So that's the crux of what I did today. Still some things to learn, but I gotta tell you, when I think of myself as, how I'm doing now compared to how I was doing when I initially went in, I'm like, yeah, I'm absolutely seeing improvements. There's parts of my body that I'm like, I'm getting stronger. We also did an exercise today on the stairs, and I've shown it a little bit before, where you stand sideways to the stairs and you put like one foot up on the stair and then the other foot like you bring up, and you're trying to activate your glutes on this side. And I've had similar exercises to it before here, and I've always found them very difficult because I feel like I can activate my right glute very easily doing those exercises. My left one, it takes a bit. And I really have to start with my right, because otherwise my left one does not learn. If I start with my left, can't do it. So there's some exercises that definitely are more apparently helpful to me, and I guess it's going to be different for everybody. But there's some exercises I do and I'm like, okay, I'm doing this thing. And then there's other ones I do and like I very immediately am like, yep, I can feel the burn of the muscles, and I can feel that so much more clearly, quickly. And those are the exercises that I try to gravitate towards because they feel like they are the most helpful. I've been doing one, I might have shown this on the vlog, I don't know. But I've been doing, I probably showed off bridge early on, where you do this. You're really squeezing your glutes to get them up here. But I've altered it since then. So I'm doing this, but then also I will lift the leg. Or sometimes I'll do like little rotations. Or sometimes I'll have it up in the air and then like drop it down very slowly and then back up. And this is extremely difficult. You can probably tell because like you might be able to see me like visibly shaking. It's very, very difficult, but it's one of the exercises that I try to do every day because like it feels like something is happening. Something is happening, and something is happening very, very quickly. And I like that. It's very nice to feel like you're doing something that, is making you stronger, is making you better. So this is definitely one I do every day. I can't do like a lot of them because it's a lot, but that's one I really like. Anyway, that was today, and I had been going every week. I took a 3-week break, and now I went today, and I'm not going back for another 2 weeks. And I think at this point I'm probably not going to do weekly. I don't think so. I think at this point I feel pretty good. And, you know, insurance doesn't cover this. Like, this is self-pay. So I want to extract like the maximum benefit that I can while also being very cognizant of the fact that like I am paying for this. So I want to learn a bunch and then stop doing it and do it at home. So I'm going to go back in 2 weeks and I'll probably have maybe a few more sessions and then I'll be done. But at that point, like, I've got a very sizable repertoire of exercises, you know, so I'm feeling pretty good about it, but I'm still learning some stuff. Like, I learned some new stuff today, like that one lifting the leg and having that, like, that was very helpful, especially because I felt that so strongly in the back of my thigh. So still stuff to learn, but I think that I'm getting close to the end. Anyway, I should eat some food. I forgot that I still have half of the apple fritter that Alex brought me yesterday for breakfast stream. We're eating that. That's not going to be the only thing I eat, but that's how we're gonna start. At this point, I'm going to get to work. Tonight is very fun because Hayley's planning to join me for the continuation of Super Mario RPG. Very much looking forward to that. I really enjoyed doing the first stream with her. But that's tonight. I got some work to do, and honestly, I'm also going to have to get a nap. Oh, you scrumptious little morsel, come to me. So during the first Super Mario RPG stream that we did, Hayley came dressed as Mallow, or like a fashion twist on Mallow. Closet cosplay. And she said that she was going to do something again tonight, and I was like, okay, I have no idea what to expect. And when she showed up, it was Balloon.
A balloon.
Which is great. It's super great.
And then I strategically placed these so that they would show on camera. And I was telling my friend, and he said, that's very smart, very video gamey. You're only showing what's on camera. I threw like a couple on there, but they were a pain. And I did this today. I went to the thrift store today and found this shirt.
I love it.
And the necklace. And then I got these earrings that I painted red today.
That's such a good extra touch. I think it's fun too because like this is where we are in the game. We'll be fighting Balloon today, so yeah. I know that I hope you understand that you've like set a bar for yourself.
I mean, I'm doing it on purpose. I have no idea when we're gonna stream this next.
It's true.
So if I just if we do it occasionally, but every time I build up hype by having a cool outfit.
We're doing I don't think I talked about it on the vlog. We're doing a piecemeal approach to Super Mario RPG because I really want to play through it and it's hard to find the time to do it. And Hayley wants to see it. So we're going to just kind of play it whenever we can. And because Mal's not here this week and we're not doing Zelda, it's like, okay, we'll do Super Mario RPG. So at the current rate of like one stream every couple months, we'll probably have the game finished by like 2026.
Cool.
That's not bad.
Guess I got lots of time to make outfits.
Which is why I have chosen to join these two, in holy matrimony. So that's it! Gino has a polycule. Hooray! So that's it! Well, Mario needs all the help he can get! Oh, God! Gino's little cult.
Monogamy in this economy? We need all the help we can get.
I should have got a clip with Hayley after the show talking about how it went, but she wasn't here very long and she's already gone. It was a good show. That was a very good stream. And I really, really like this format. This idea of like some amount of time, we're going to come back and play a game that we both know really, really well and we both love. And I think the reason it works so well, because Hayley pointed it out at some point, is that
we know the game, which means that we can put the game down for an extended period of time. And that, I was just talking about that on the vlog like last month, how there's games where you're working through them and you put them down for 2 to 3 weeks, and then you come back to them and you're like, oh God, what was I doing? And then you either don't play it again or you start the game over. But with Super Mario RPG, that's not going to happen. Like, Hayley and I know that game very well, so we can go several months without playing and then just pick up where we left off and be like, okay. So it's kind of the perfect game for that. It's going to be an interesting series, but I'm excited to do it. And God, Hayley is so funny. Hayley is very funny. I think we make a very good comedic team, and I hope everyone enjoyed the stream tonight. It was a lot of fun to do. Now, it's just about 11 o'clock, almost 11 o'clock. I hate to think, like, I don't have to get up in the morning, because I still want to try and, like, get in bed at a reasonably good time, but I still have so much to do, so I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna work a little bit tonight. How's that sound? You're like, I don't care, as long as I get some food. You want some food? Do you? Okay, give you some. Thanks for watching. Let's meet back tomorrow, shall we?